My name is Jane Jenkins Herlong. Thank you so much for watching this very short video. I've compiled some clips of my various speaking engagements across the country. Now, what I hope you'll see is motivation, inspiration, lots of humor, award-winning singing that all resonates into a really fun program. Your folks will not be bored. I call it the 6 savvy success skills to thrive in changing times. Now, this is to help your folks be more productive and to have greater performance. I'm a humorist on Sirius XM Radio, so you're going to see a lot of good, funny stuff. I'm an award-winning singer, so I write parodies, I make things interesting, lots of fun, and I'm also a best-selling author, which is a thrill and joy for me. Well, I hope you'll call me, 803-480-1190, or you can go to my website, janeherlong.com, Herlong. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you'll enjoy the next few minutes.
A friend of mine was substitute teaching. She went into the classroom and she said, "Boys and girls, I am your substitute teacher." One little child got so excited, went to the reading lab the next period and went up to a mutual friend of ours and said, "Guess what? Our real teacher's sick, but today we got a prostitute teacher." So I shined up my penny loafers. My hair was real short. Now you got to take a visual on this. No teeth, big lips. Hello. I stepped up to the front of that class, y'all, and I grinned my heart out. I grinned and grinned and grinned, and those big high school girls laughed and laughed and laughed. I remember that. But, oh, let me tell you, they were looking next to me because it was the class diva. Oh, honey, she had her stick-out dress on, and her mama put those pink spongy rollers in her hair the night before, and as we say in the South, her hair was jacked up to Jesus. But my brother was helping with the pageant, and he said, "Jane, we need a fish bowl." I had one of those, about a $2 thing. So I gave it to him, and I sat on a broken chair right in the front row. I kept falling out, and I saw those girls in those gorgeous gowns with those long gloves put their hand in my fish bowl to pull out a question. I thought I was going to die. My heart just leaped, my spirit, my heart. A divine voice said, "You gonna do that one day." I don't have any teeth. We don't have any money. My daddy didn't finish the 10th grade. We lived in a tenant house. How is this possible? But I want you to know something. All things are possible. 17 years and 5 months later, I'm walking across the stage of the Miss America pageant. You gotta start somewhere. No, you might not have it all. But what I'm telling you is make a contribution towards where you want to go. When I was in high school, I got a job teaching dyslexic children. I got fired. They told me I was dyslexic. I wanted to go to college. I took my PSAT, my SAT, my ACT. I took the SAT again. The DUMB. Are y'all with me on this? I could not make a decent grade. When you hear no, think next, would you?
And a singer of tremendous depth and talent. She moved our audience from laughter to tears and was able to make a significant difference to our business growth.
I'm gonna live and live now. Get what I want, I know how. One road for the whole shebang. One road that Dale will go play. Eye on the target and wham. One shot, one gunshot. This woman very reluctantly went on this trip to Las Vegas, planted in her brain, somebody's gonna steal your pocketbook. She was scared. Fear, anxiety, worry. Aren't they just dear? They're all cousins, too, by the way. She's in a casino hotel place. The door's open, and they're the biggest men she's ever seen in her life. And she stares at them. And she thought, I'm not going to be afraid. That was good. But see, planted in her brain was that thing about the pocketbook. Steps in the elevator, doors close. One of the men in a big booming voice says, "Lady, hit the floor." And that's what she did. She got on her face. And you know what she yelled? "Please don't take my pocketbook. I'm from Rock Hill, South Carolina. I'm a grandmama. Please don't take my pocketbook." and she hears this bellowing laughter. She turns around, these guys are wiping their eyes. One of them says, "Lady, what I meant for you to do is mash the button marked floor." Hit the floor. Well, she crawls out, embarrassed. She fed her brain wrong stuff. She goes to check out next couple of days. She only had to pay incidentals. And she pulled her bill. There was a little sticky posted on there. It said, "Paid in full." It said, "Thanks for the laugh, Lionel Richie." But you have to see the humor. I was speaking to a group of ladies in a nursing home, and they all stood up at the end. The sweet lady came up to me, and she said, "Honey, we liked you so much. We gave you a standing ovulation."
She was wonderful. I've heard her before, and I was so excited to get to hear her again.
And you know the person you need to laugh at? Yourself. My friend Joe is a funeral home director. He was so nervous his first funeral. He kept thinking, "I'm going to mess up. I'm going to mess up." He asked the instructor, he said, "What do you do if you mess up?" He said, "Just pretend it was supposed to be. Act as if. Act as if." Huge funeral. Huge. Very distinguished gentlemen in the community. Their first funeral, all the funeral home graduates were there with my friend Joe. You know that fake AstroTurf? It's best not to step on that. Because Joe did, and he went straight to the bottom. Yeah, he fell in the grave. Got that red Georgia clay all over himself. His hair is messed up, suit's ruined. All the funeral home guys are staring at him in the hole. The look of horror. "Get me out of here." They hoisted him up. He said, "Oh, I've ruined this funeral." You think? Hoisted him up. What am I going to do? So he sat down. One knee grabs the widow's hand. Says, "Ma'am, at Carter Funeral Home, we want to make sure everything's perfect. And that is a good hole." Humor is everywhere. See, if you don't surround yourself and look for it and laugh at yourself, there is no way you can be yourself. And let me tell you, you got to be your best self. So I know what y'all are thinking. How'd you do, Jane? How'd you do? I'll tell you how I did. I did not win Miss America. But I married her boyfriend. Don't let anyone disrupt your life with words. Think positive thoughts. You can't have a positive life thinking negative thoughts. Don't let it contaminate your future. Be real. Be the best person God made you to be. And you will go places you only can imagine in your mind. You can grow. You can grow. It's our life and legacy. You can grow. You can grow. Challenge never bothered me anyway.